if I don't like this book, that's going to be problematic. I am scared. I'm very scared. And I will tell you why. Well, my lights are just going to hang here for now because apparently they don't want to be on my bookshelf. Last month was a terrible, 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 terrible month. Hello lovely bookworms, I'm Esmay from Paradise of Pages on Instagram and also on Twitter, and welcome to a new video. Today it is a Game of the Books day. I know that I'm late. It is actually the 28th when I am filming this, so hopefully it's up by tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But we're gonna do it anyway. So before I start, I wanted to show you the stack from last month. And so the stack for last month was the Polar Bear Explorers Club, and then these three, which were We Free the Stars, The Bearing the Nightingale, and Nevernight. And I think I can say that last month was a horrible month. I've read the Polar Bear Explorers Club, the first and the second book. I started We Free the Stars, but I'm not that far in. And the other two, well, Nevernight I've not even touched. And The Bearing the Nightingale, I have read 2 pages of. So last month was a terrible, 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 terrible month. But yeah, I put myself into a reading slump last month and it was so hard recovering from that, so I read other books, not that many, but other books to sort of try and combat this, but my TBR wasn't great. Especially Nevernight is very big, We Free the Stars is very big, and they're very dense, and they're not the best books to get yourself out of a reading slump, so that's why I read different books. We're not talking about that. We're moving on to this month. We have 4 new books lined up, or 4 new prompts, roles lined up. So without further ado, let's just start with role number 1. Welcome to another round of Game of the Books. I'm not going to talk too much. We're going to start with role number 1, and let's just start rolling. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is a green, so that means a prompt. Read a book with a desert vibe. I mean, I'm always in the mood for those, so I might pick a reread for this month. I'm not sure. And the first role was a green, and we have Read a Book with a Desert Vibe. We always love these books. I'll put the card over there. And what I'm going to be reading is Markswoman by Rati Marota. I am still with this 50 pages in. I've been wanting to pick this up for so long, and now that I have a prompt that actually fills this, well, my lights are just going to hang here for now because apparently they don't want to be on my bookshelf. Let's hope it doesn't fall down anymore. Anyway, Markswoman. I am so excited for this. I think this is basically about sort of these markswomen or marksmen, and they mark people for death and then they kill them to, I think, make sure that society runs smoothly, that kind of thing. So I'm very, very excited to see what this is all about and see how it progresses. I now also have the sequel to this, so I might just pick up the second one as well. I know that I said I would keep this for Desertathon, but I'm too excited for it, so we're reading it this month. Hopefully. Okay, roll number 2. 12. Ooh, yellow means one of your books. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? Oh no. The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco. I know for 100% certainty that this is Cheyenne's book, and this has me scared, which, I mean, if Cheyenne is watching this, if I don't like this book, I'm gonna end up dead. Role number 2 is The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco. I am scared. I'm very scared. And I will tell you why. Because this recommendation, or this favorite, is from Cheyenne. I adore Cheyenne to the end of my being. I love her so much. And she said, read The Bone Witch. If I don't like this book, that's going to be problematic. But I am going to try and read it this month. I am excited to see what it is all about. I've heard so many great things. I also know that Yumi, who I met sort of at the same time as Cheyenne, also really enjoyed this one, and I mean, Cheyenne has been screaming about this for the past, I don't know how many months, so it's finally happening. Cheyenne, are you happy? It's finally happening. and please don't murder me if I don't like it. So that is book number 2. This, by the way, I have no idea what this is about, but I think about someone who either controls the dead. I think there's necromancy involved. Yeah, there's necromancy in this one, making her the Bone Witch. So our main character is a necromancer. So very, very, very interesting. So that's book number 2. Oh no, Nina. Yeah, oh, yep, there we go. Well, she wanted to say hi. Roll number 3. The cards have moved as well. 8. An orange. Read the final book in a series. Okay. Okay. Curious. I hope that I have one of these, actually. Okay, so prompt number 3 was an orange, and it said read the final book in a series. And for this one, it's not completely cheating, but a little bit. I'm going to carry one over from last month. And the book that I'm going to be carrying over is We Free the Stars. Let's quickly put the card over there. And the reason for this is that this is the final book in the We Hunt the Flame duology. So it's the final book in the series. And I just really want to read it and sort of force myself to read it somewhat. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I can't tell you too much about this one, but We Hunt the Flame follows Zafira, who gets the impossible task of saving the world, I think, on more or less. I don't want to say too much because I think you should go into this not knowing too much with both of them. They're absolutely amazing and I cannot wait to continue this. I love these characters so much and I'm very, very scared, but also very, very excited. And that means we're going to the final roll. And then roll number 4. 15. Another orange. Read a hyped book. Okay, I can work with this. That's interesting. Okay. Final roll is another orange, and that one was read a hyped book. And I think hype is very subjective. So what for me could be a hype might not be a hype for you, but something like one book that I've heard a lot about is, well, the one that I've picked, but I've heard a lot about this book and it might just be me. I don't know, but I personally think that a lot of you probably heard about it. I think it's a hyped book. And that one is A Fable by Adrienne Young. I have heard so many people rave about this, and I've heard so many people say that this is the best they have read from this author, and considering I loved her other 2 books, I am so excited to get into this one. I also think that the sequel, which is called Namesake, is coming out really, really soon, hence why I also want to pick this up and then, when possible, go immediately into the second book in this series, trilogy, duology? I don't know. I don't know too much about this either. Like I said, I love going into my books not knowing too much. And yeah, I'm just very, very excited for this. I do have to say that with this one, I will have more to say when I read it and during my reading vlogs, because I will, of course, update you as we go. I think this is also going to be the first book that I pick up for next month because I'm very excited for it. That said, I do know, let me put the book down. I do know that there are more hyped books right now, such as the new Sarah J. Maas book, but considering I'm not reading that, I thought I'd pick something else. I also wanted to pick something that was not too huge because of the fact that I don't want to put myself into another or an extended reading slump, because I am reading, I'm just not reading as much as I wanted to. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out and put that out there. So that is book number 4. I also don't have a challenged book from Femke this month because of the fact that I have a reading slump, and we basically just said to one another, you know what, we'll move it over to next month, so that's what we are doing. If you also, by the way, Femke is joining the Tropical Readathon. I actually attempted that last year, which was a disaster, but she is participating again. She's also one of the sprint hosts for the readathon, so if you want to see her TBR, I will link that on this side, I think, if I remember. And yeah, that is everything from me. I know that my TBR this month is not as exciting as usual, but I hope that you've enjoyed it anyway. I'm just really trying to get myself out of a reading slump and also try and keep myself productive, because that's been slipping a lot in general. So hopefully I can up my game a little bit. That said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I want to thank you guys for all of the nice words and lovely words that you've sent my way. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!